Hello, welcome back. Yeah, right. I want to continue from here. I tried to push the previous episode a bit longer so that I can see the extra spots that I've missed. But yeah, it was getting too long, so I have to. I'll start a new episode. All right. Let me see. I went down before. Now I'm going up. Well, I think I did check up before. Let me see what's over there. Yeah, I know I did because I remember climbing this. There was a chest here. Yes, I've walked with it. Yeah, there's another road here. Where did it lead to? Okay, yes, it led to that bridge that I didn't go through because I was a bit confused. So right now, I'll go through here. Tabernacle. Brand new outpost. There's a way here, right? Alright, there's a way up. Our surprise tactics failed and we suffered 5 losses. Doing compliance, reinforcement, dead soldiers journal. Okay. So I know the spot. I just tried opening this door previously and it didn't work. So yeah. Oh. Okay, no way upstairs. Yeah. Back this way. The lower parts, I am still concerned about that area. Especially since there's a collectible there. Does it work? It works, but it's lazy.
Is this some kind of name tag?
Raz dog tag. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Nothing here. So I'm thinking here is the market square. I can see something blocking this path. But since there is no way in there, and I can't get above here, I guess this is except if I'm missing something. I don't think so. Nothing? Nothing? Yeah, nothing. There's no way up. At least that I know of what I saw. Here we have. So I think I can teleport. I can finally move away from here. So this is the wall. Princess storage. Alright, I think now I can go to I still have a feeling here is not fully checked, but who knows? Located at the intersection of the block. It used to be the only way to transport across the greenery. However, when the environment changed and the water level rose, it turned into a swamp, and because of that, it was gradually abandoned. Now there's nobody there. I'll check this once more. If there's a way to get through, I'll get through. If there isn't, I think it's actually the closest to the first boss's room. Nah, there's no way out. I just wasted time there. Teleport, shelter.
Good. Now that we have the polarized light reader, we can begin.
Wow. What is this?
Just a moment. I need to analyze this conduction ring first. Reversing the flow. A nexus. A ritual. So that's what he's up to. Hilda, the chests inside the Laurelcraft treasury have all been ransacked, right?
On my honor.
Good, I believe you. Unfortunately, I now know what Eumenides is doing. You may already be aware of this, but on that towering peak behind the city, there is a light that shines unceasingly. That's the Nexus, Aphes' biggest and purest starlight. Bestowed upon us, we believe, by the Three. Our civilization developed around the Nexus, and achieved glory by the use of magic. However, even thousands of years of research haven't enabled us to fully control its power. Eumenides is trying to master the Nexus in order to gain its limitless power.
Could the device from this design allow him to control the Nexus?
Yes. Eumenides instructed the Northwind Legion to gather the materials necessary to make conduction rings, and then install them in each conduit. The conduits were originally intended to distribute the power of the Nexus. However, conduction rings alter the direction of the energy flow, concentrating all of the energy of the conduit in the hands of the user. That energy could then be used to control the Nexus.
Wouldn't that be problematic?
Trying to control the Nexus with excessive and unrefined force could make it unstable. If the energy isn't controlled properly, it could trigger another apocalyptic magic storm.
And if he can control it properly?
This is just speculation, but he could gain mastery of all living things, curse or no curse. He could choose to remove our curse, or he could lead us in another direction. And then, even if you wear an amulet, neither you nor the Northwind Legion will be able to escape his grasp. Everyone will become a puppet in his hands. He alone will decide the fate of every one of us.
No, I won't allow that to happen.
Neither will I. We must do everything we can. Hilda, we must stop your father from completing his mission and put an end to humanity's plan. I must stop him. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll continue our work.
But I mean, it's not entirely bad like that.
Yes?
Bion, I found this.
Is this a dog?
Do you recognize it?
I do. I once served as a centurion, you know. I promoted many great soldiers. They were all my brothers. This one was originally a mercenary of the Black Streets, until the army found itself in need of more men.
You allowed mercenaries to join?
It was the Archon's decision. I didn't like it, and as it turns out, they did bring down the overall standard. Some did rise through the ranks to become Aristoi guards, but most were like Uriah, barbarians with no sense or manners. They were good warriors, but they lacked intelligence and were prone to picking fights.
They don't sound like good brothers.
Uriah may not have been my favorite, but I do remember every single soldier who ever served under me.
So I passed selection and climbed the ranks all the way until I became a centurion. I believe that only through repeated rigorous training can we hone the perfect combat and magical skills and magic skills. I must say you held your own, but with weaponry and starlight on our side, even Anbari's best would have a hard time competing with us Ephesians. Don't underestimate us. I'll definitely beat you the next time, Spa. You've got good drive. Good. Alright, let me try one of his trainings.
Feel like sparring?
Strong warrior combat. Please be strong.
Come, show me what Antbaring warriors are made of. You fought well this time.
All right.
I serve Lady Minerva. Feel like sparring? Come, show me what Antbaring warriors are made of.
Come on. You're taking too much hits.
fought well this time.
Not so good at Sword and Shield. Like, I suck at it. Daggers, I know I'm good with daggers. Spear. Alright, that's time to do the next mission.
I'm ready. What are you planning to do?
Hilda, you've proved yourself to me. I've seen your ability and your determination. And I have seen your destiny. From now on, I hope things will be more equal between us.
What do you mean?
I mean, we share the same goal. From now on, I'll do everything I can to help you, and I'll tell you all about my objectives and plans. Understand?
That's surprising. What made you change your mind?
Because you're... No, never mind. I just think things will be better this way. Don't you agree?
Of course. And I'll repay your trust. It's the Northwind Legion's way. I'm happy we can be friends.
Friends? That's not really what I had in mind.
Oh, did I misunderstand?
No, you're right. It's as you say. So, I finished deciphering the documents Marissa brought back. This is the biggest breakthrough we've had so far. I'm confident that we can deal with the crisis in Aphes. However, that will only make the next thing we need to do even more challenging. I'm really going to need your help.
You can count on me. So, what's your plan?
To tell you that, I need to first tell you about Asterigos. 1,000 years ago in Aphes, Eumenides and I came up with a plan that would lead all Ephesians into a bright new era. Inside the city, we constructed a system of conduits and gave every resident, regardless of their class, a resonator. Resonators, just like your necklace, generate a resonance with a conduit, allowing the user to enjoy the benefits that magic brings. But something went wrong. More and more people suffered magical mutations as a result of the resonators. Eumenides frantically tried to find the cause of the problem and solve it, but to no avail. Nothing he tried could stop the spread of the magical mutations. Until he came across an ancient legend. According to this legend, anything could be achieved by performing a ritual called Aspiration on Trinity Night. Disregarding widespread opposition, he went ahead and performed the ceremony, wishing to remove the magical mutations by manipulating the power of the Nexus. But the ritual ended in failure. It was that night that Asterigos descended upon Aphes.
No wonder you say he's the culprit. And no wonder you react so strongly whenever I mention him.
So now you know. Anyway, to get back to the point, my plan is to perform the aspiration again, but this time, do it correctly.
Again? Didn't you say the power of the Nexus can't be controlled?
I understand you have doubts, so feel free to ask me anything.
What was in the documents that Marissa brought back?
It was research proving that a similar ritual had been successfully performed several millennia ago. In addition to it needing to be performed on Trinity Night, the ritual requires 3 ancient relics in order to keep it stable.
Relics are the key. So 1,000 years ago, Eumenides failed because he didn't have the relics.
Exactly. And now he's disregarding the research and planning to do things his way.
We can't allow him to repeat the same mistake.
And let's not forget, even if he's successful, it'll only make him even more of a threat.
Yes, that's true.
Tanrius's research also points out that the Nexus was damaged because of Eumenides' last failure. Unless we can find a way to repair its structural matrix, performing the ritual again will be extremely dangerous. So, we need to collect the 3 relics, find a way to repair the Nexus, and persuade Eumenides to let us use it.
I get the feeling he's not an easy person to persuade.
There are many ways to persuade someone. We just need to find the right one.
But I don't understand. Why does Eumenides want to work with my father?
Because he no longer has any other allies in the city. Right now we lack cohesion. It is difficult for us to unite.
But with his abilities, it wouldn't be difficult for him to do it alone, would it?
It's true that Eumenides can use his apparition to shuttle back and forth, but the apparition can't touch solid matter. With his help, the Northwind Legion are highly maneuverable and are inherently very skilled warriors. Moreover, they're the only ones who don't know who Eumenides is. He's unlikely to let go of the Northwind Legion before the ritual is complete.
It's awful the way he's using them. Knowing my father, he'd never return empty-handed if he found a way to save the king.
I'm positive Eumenides won't share with him the details of the ritual or its outcome. If we see your father, we must make him see Eumenides for who he really is.
I know what Eumenides is planning and what his objective is, but if we have no way of handling the situation peacefully, you're worried about going against your father. Yes, is there any way of getting around that? If you knew how to remove the curse from our kingdom, then he and the others wouldn't need to help with Eumenides anymore. I was able to make a promise to Harold. That's what led him to work with Eumenides. But now I found a way and know how to get the relics. We can try to persuade your father. And don't worry, I have no intention of getting into a direct confrontation with the Northwind Legion. Thank you, I was afraid you might not care about that. By the gods, that wouldn't be good for any of us. And we're friends, aren't we? Why wouldn't Eumenides' plan work? Could the problem be with the conduction rings? Tanros carried out research on a conduction ring. In theory, concentrating all the energy to control the Nexus sounds like it could lift the curse. And to ensure that he himself could acquire more energy, Human increased the conduction ring's rate of amplification. I don't like the audio here, it's too loud. Alright, however, using magic tests the mind of whoever cast it. What Human's plan is a double-edged sword. My father also lectured me about that. Ever since Human's last failure, his temperament has become extremely volatile. There is no way of knowing whether his intentions are still good or not. If the ritual fails again, I don't know what will become of the people of this city. To give you the worst case, all living things in Aphes could be turned into stardust, including your father and the Legion. What will become of Eumenides? I can't say for sure, but he will pay the price for his actions. He's been damaging the city for too long. He destroyed my hopes and dreams and has tormented every one of us. And for that alone, I'll never forgive him. What if he really has lost his mind? Then there's even less reason to hold back. What bothers me though is that you won't be able to accept. What bothers me though is that you won't be able to accept what I'm going to do. After everything that's happened, there is no longer any affection between us. We are husband and wife in name only. But you get upset every time you mention him. It's because I don't mean any offense. I just want to understand perhaps things don't need to end so badly. I hope so too. The Trinity Night you mentioned before, what is it? It's a special holy ailment of stars that appears once every 1,000 years. On that night, the three main stars, which represent the three perfectly aligned to form a great triangle in the sky. Any living being sensitive to magic experiences an amplified magical effect. It has been 1,000 years since the last Trinity Night, and the next one's almost upon us. So, a star formation that appears once every 1,000 years, and Barry history doesn't stretch back that far. Alright.
So, what should I do now?
I think I know where the relics mentioned in the documents are. Aphes is governed by 3 archons, each of whom inherited an ancient relic, a symbol of their status. The real function of these relics has been forgotten through the ages. Now they're merely regarded as symbolic. Fortunately, I know where to find these archons, or at least I have a clue to their whereabouts.
That sounds promising.
The trouble is, even if I can find them, I don't know if I'll be able to communicate with them.
Well, I've got my work cut out for me. Time to put my talents to good use.
There's also Tanrius and his wife, who went missing in the mine while searching for a way to repair the Nexus. 4 objectives this time. Understood? Let's get started.
Alright, so the red spots. I know where this would be. It's good as I went down there. I also know where this would be. Going down there was really helpful. Sticks, definitely from the guy's parts. And here's the strange parts. Alright.
The sunken outskirt. The Archon Serene went missing many years ago, but we received some new information recently. And this time, it's extremely accurate. The intelligence Quintus gave us revealed that the Warax received an urgent command to eliminate an Aristoi's personal guards. The command didn't state who this Aristoi is, but there are very few who would bring so many guards and travel to such a poor area. My guess is that it's Serene, or at least her guards. We need to find a way to use this information and take back the Archon relic. I don't know if she's still alive, but the whereabouts of both her and the relic are worth our attention. Perhaps it is my own selfishness, but regardless, indulge me.
Okay.
Argus Plaza. Don't be too surprised. To obtain the Archon of Legion's relic, you must challenge the Archon's elite warriors with me. Yes, this we will do together. Among the Aristoi, the reputation of Marble, the Archon of Legion, has hit rock bottom, and word of you defeating Eulalia has spread. I happened to get in touch with him and asked him to loan me the Archon relic in his possession. Marble agreed, but on 2 conditions. To clear my name, I must participate in the challenges of the traditional Trials of Remission, and you and I must meet with him at the Laurel Mansion, my old home. This is our only chance, so we must seize it. There is a path behind the Laurel Craft that leads to the Argus Plaza. It leads directly to the mansion, but you'll have to go in by a small road on the right side of the main entrance. An Aristoi named Narcus will meet you there.
Narcus, huh? Narcus.
After Eumenides imprisoned Petrius, the Archon of Clergy, in Styx, all the information that remained of him was but a few rumors. The only useful bit I can provide is this. His Archon relic wasn't confiscated when he was jailed, so you should focus your investigation on Styx. Petrius has always been the most cunning and dangerous character in Aphes. I don't know if he's willing to negotiate, or even if he's still in prison. This operation is not one I can aid you in directly. I must rely on you to gather what information you can without me. Yes. And as for the Northwind Legion member you mentioned, Otto, please refrain from revealing any of the adherents' plans to him before I can see him myself. I'm sure you understand.
Yep.
For centuries, Tanrius the Scholar searched endlessly for the key to fixing the aspiration. This is one of the foremost reasons for my having founded the Adherents. I always knew that he and his wife wanted to explore the deeps, but I never thought they would go off in such a hurry. I understand Marissa's worries, but I have other matters on my mind. They wouldn't make such a plan recklessly. They must have discovered some key to repairing the Nexus. Hilda, go and find them or any new clues they may have left behind. The Adherents need any potential help we can get.
Okay. I think that's all.
Please speak.
Alright, I'll come for this later. Oh, I'll do that off screen. Or off record, per se.
Time is of the essence.
What do I need?
What can I do for you?
Let me see. Yep. Nothing.
Mind your manners.
Can I upgrade my weapon?
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Actually, enchantment. I think I should be able to upgrade ice. Okay, thunder, nice. 5,000. Let me just try this too. I don't use them. No, star or fragments. So the fragments are for carrying them to level 3, then level 3 to level 4. Let me see. We still need all fragments. Three to 4, you still need all fragments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the order. Nothing here. Craft trinkets. Can't craft any. Okay. What's this? Ice. After 1,000 years, little energy remains. Oh yeah. Let's just check. Ice minus fire, and 1 for fire. Minus 5 ice, minus 9 fire. I need to pick the one that reduces a bit, not like a lot. Like this is. And it has to be from this too.
Thank you.
This is a good one. I think 744 22. I love the ones with extras on top. Amount of experience received. Nowhere in that. Can I wear this? Increase the current limit for charge bombs. I don't really need that. Drain daggers, don't really need that. Increase your attack power. That's better than nothing. I'll leave it. I'm very confused right now. So I might as well just leave it. Quests. Marisa in exchange for new music, and give this to Quintus. Medical box. Alright, let me give this lady the musical piece.
What type of music do you like? Guess what I found at Laurel Craft?
Oh, no way. Gosh, this poster's from so long ago. I can't believe she kept it.
I can tell you two are really good friends.
Who knows? Maybe she kept it because Eumenides took her to the concert. She was always like that. Delighted by Eumenides' actions, but not wanting him to know.
Could she still be doing that?
No. How could you ask such a thing? She sacrificed a lot to establish the adherence. If you think everything that's happening now is all because of her feelings for Eumenides, you're wrong.
Sorry. You're right.
But looking at this poster, I feel like I need to do something. I'm going to write a song. I hope it will make Minerva feel better.
This is better.
How can this humble servant be of service, friend?
Is this yours?
Wow, friend, you actually found it. But...
Is this not yours?
Huh? No. What I mean is, yes, this is what I dropped. But there's less of it than I remember. What a pity.
But it is yours, right?
I think so. I have far too many treasures on my hands. Even I can't remember them all. What I mean is, I lost more than just this when I was running, but this should do. It may have been but a pittance in Barad's eyes, but to me it's the key to living to see another day.
Is that so? All right, I believe you.
Ah, my adorable, noble friend. Thank you so much. Come, friend. Please accept this as a help. If you see anything you like, friend, just let me know. I'll give you a discount.
Shop item expansion 1. Quintus has started selling even more items, including some rare ones that are only available in limited quantities. Alright.
How can this humble servant be of service, friend?
So that's this. Elixir of renewing, 2 of that. That's nice. Salve is still 300. Alright, so I think I can actually... So what I'll do is I would rework... Ooh, crystal nucleus, I need it. Or calcium, or... It's the same thing. 13,500, that's expensive. But the one I can get now is this 5,000. These are too expensive. Astral concentrate. So I'll get this first. Them. And I would improve my astral.
I look forward to your next visit, friend.
And after that, I would rework my spear functioning, but I'll do that off camera.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Alright. That's better.
Thank you.
Okay, I will stop right here. On the next episode, I should be able to I would have changed some of my talent points, and by then I should have the Christian Blade gotten already. But that's one stance. Let me see. Alright. I'll see you next episode.